would never have imagined that an underwater kingdom lay so close to Avalon's shores. Let us study it carefully. I want to learn how it came to be, and why it called to us. I have a feeling this will be quite an intriguing journey.
Hello everyone, Venris here, and today we'll be talking about the Tainted Grail again, the RPG that was released back in May this year, and I really liked it when I was reviewing it, and thanks to the developers I received an early access to the newest DLC, the first DLC. No one expected that, me included, the Sanctuary of Saras, and the DLC is $15. It's right now on Steam, and I can just say straight up, it's a very high recommend from me because the DLC is just very good. And we will go through like a very basics for the DLC, but don't worry, there won't be any spoilers even on the things that I'm saying and the things that you see. The materials that you see are only from the first 2 hours, something like that, when I was recording, because I really don't want to spoil it. Tainted Grail has a very good story. Big summary of it, this is like a twisted version of Arthurian myths with Avalon, Promised Land, and other really nice tidbits. And with a Sanctuary of Saras, they are adding more Lovecraftian taste to it, and it's really nicely integrated into the game, because it's seamlessly integrated into the game, because you can go into this expansion right when you get to the Act 2. There are 3 acts in the game. When you get to the Act 2 Kuath, you get a new dialogue, a messenger, let's call it, when you are resting near the fireplace, and you will be able to start the DLC right from the get-go. And it's very interesting, because like a whole of the DLC is under the surface of the ocean, under the sea, like SpongeBob a bit. And like the premise of the story is that in the times of Arthur, so in the past, some of his troops were rebelling against him, and leader of this rebellion was Nimue, and Nimue decided to take some ships and travel back to the homeland that they left when the Crusade of Arthur began. And something happened along the way, and I won't spoil more, but it's, as I said, it's a very nice story. It's around 11 hours, 10 something ish, depending how you play. It took me 11 hours to just full it, did everything in it, but I'm quite fast players, but I really like it. I highly recommend it. There are new quests in it, new weapons, new enemies, everything is more or less new. There are some enemies that are getting back, like the drowned, but there are new variants of them, and which is also very cool that the DLC is adjusted to your level, so you can play with it with your higher level characters. I have 2 characters. The first playthrough that I had was like a full warrior, and the second I did a mage, and I finished this DLC with the mage, and I'm very happy to report that there are many new spells, and overall the mage content is way better thanks to this DLC. Visuals, as you can see in the images on the screen, they are very Lovecraftian, so I really like them. There are some expansion to the lore itself, and besides those basic stuff that the expansions give in the game also give some new mechanics. So we have the new skill trees. Thanks to that, you find the special altars, and you have 3 different trees for the warrior, mage, and a rogue. But very nice twist in all of this is that those trees can be activated at any time, meaning that when you get 1 point, then you have this 1 point. When you find 1 altar, you have 1 point to spend in each of those trees. Not it's like 1 overall, no, it's 1 for each of them. And when you're getting more altars, you are expanding each of this tree, and by clicking on 1 button B on the keyboard, you're changing your tree. So for example, I went into the battle mage, and finally, not like in the base game, I was able to have the most powerful swords, because they were basing on my magic. They were draining magic with mana with every hit, but they were very powerful. Endgame has a lot of small tidbits like here. I don't want to spoil, but there's also a very interesting fast travel system within Saras, so this region, because it's like a pact of several smaller regions, but they are linked together in a very unique way. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but overall, the game is very dense. The DLC is very dense. It's even more denser than the base game, which was very dense even for a small size of it, but I really like it. So again, I really highly recommend this DLC, especially if you like the base game. But about the base game, since last time I played in the review, I was also saying that the game was quite buggy, and the Act 3 of the game, so the final act was... it was a mess. Let's face it. It was sadly a mess, but since then, game got a lot of new content, not only quests, items, quality of life changes, but overall, Act 3 especially was really fixed. The performance of the game is better, it's loading way faster, like everything is better. Remember, this is a small company that is actually indie, not like some games that recently won the Game Awards. But overall, for what this team is trying to do, not trying, they're doing it, this is amazing. This is Skyrim, this is Oblivion, way lower budget, as I was saying in my review of the game, but it's actually working, and I'm I'm happy that I played this DLC, and probably I will play it again because there are some branching choices here and there, like in the base game, which really encourages to play again, different character, different build. Maybe I'll just load my warrior build and go full warrior, not a mage this time around for this DLC, but I highly recommend it. So Sanctuary of Saras is available right now on Steam for Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon game. It's only $15 and I highly recommend it. It's really worth it. So yes, thank you everyone for watching. Remember to like the video, leave the comment, all that YouTube shenanigans, and I bid you a very nice day. I was Venus, and I'm out. See ya!
One such tale, nearly forgotten on Avalon, tells of a rebellion rising within Arthur's own ranks. Nimue, a young disciple of Merlin,